Call the meeting to order.
Second.
Jessica.
Hold on, sorry, I
That's
forgot my
okay.
box, so I gotta point and click now. Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
You're trying to throw me out there, Mark. We don't have this. Oh, it's down there.
Yeah.
Here. Change the agenda every week. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States and justice for all.
Moving back to section 2. We're back on section 2.2. Where we go?
3.1.
Agenda.
So moved.
Linda.
Second.
Jason.
Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
Aye.
Jason.
Aye.
Mike.
Yes.
Jessica.
Aye.
Okay. Section 4, I need a motion to accept the minutes from the previous board meeting.
So moved.
Second.
Jason and Jessica.
Jean.
Section 5 done individually, Marcy, right?
Yes, so 5.1, 5.2, and 5.3 are
Section 5.1, I need a motion.
Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
Aye.
Jason.
Abstain.
Mike.
Aye.
Jessica.
Aye.
Carrie.
Okay. Section 5.2, the superintendent's contract extension.
This be tabled. The two other people that aren't going to be here also request the same thing, having questions, wanting to be answered. I agree with the questions. Next July, September, October, so I believe that we can do it later. We could also call another executive session to have the contract negotiations, get the questions answered. So I'm requesting this be tabled as well, 5.2 and 3.
That is a,
Well, it was never answered in email. We were told that's what we're supposed to do is put in a table request, and that request was never answered. So I'm asking for it now as
a
well.
motion for tabling an item on the agenda. So you're making that motion.
I'm making the motion to table.
Then it's
Not
not a valid
surprising.
motion. And I don't hear a second motion. So that leaves you the option to vote no. Second.
Motion.
Linda.
Second.
Mike.
Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
And moving on to 5.3, I need a motion. This is for the assistant superintendent's contract. So, Mike.
Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
Aye.
Jason.
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Jessica.
No. And again, only yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Okay. Well, I work, so I had a conflict where I couldn't compare contracts going back many years, and just doing my own research so I can make an educated yay or nay. So that is why I'm asking for that. And other people had questions as well that were not answered.
I didn't get a phone call.
Well, we were told to send emails, so everyone's in the know.
Nobody told me.
No, I'm not just, I'm not like,
Justin, you made your point. We don't need to argue. You made your point, and I made your point. It's already been decided.
I'm not arguing, I was just saying.
No, I know, and I understand, but you're not the only one that works, and we all have been on the board where we worked and did this too. It's difficult without any argument there. You're right. You just have to find time. So, okay, did we vote, Marcia, yet on 5.1 or 5.3?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Moving on to section 6. This is all the finance items. You want them done separately or you want them collectively?
These two go.
Jason. Okay, moving on to
Second, sorry.
Jean,
Aye.
Linda,
Aye.
Jason,
Aye.
Mike.
Aye.
Jessica.
Aye.
Okay, section 8. For a president's report, I'd like to take the time to thank Mike and Jason for their service on the board. They've both served 2 terms as put in. I know that I'm going to miss both of you. You both have unique set of talents that have been helpful to the board, and I just want to say
Wonderful to work with you. Each have an area of expertise that has really contributed to this district, for our staff, for our students, our community, and we thank you very much from the bottom of my heart. And those board members, I'm sure, felt the same way that we've had in the past and worked with you. So
I'm going to be saying goodbye as board president. This will be my last meeting that I will run as the president of the board. I've been on the board for 20 years. I've been the vice president or the president for 19 of those years. I think it's time for me to step aside. And so next year, someone else will be running the meetings. But I want to thank everybody, all of our administrators, for watching the meetings from now on. They're not as much fun, but here we go.
I have a couple of things to add to the president's report.
Go right ahead.
Besides, thank you for your longtime leadership service, Jean. We really appreciate it. Just a reminder to the board members, especially for our new board members that are sitting on the 19th and 20th, and if you're interested in going, let Marcy know today as soon as possible. And also our NYSSBA convention for all board members in the states of New York City, planning a bus. Most of the board members that are going from the Brooklyn area are going to be using a bus to get down to New York and back. And so I just wanted to reiterate those dates. And then finally, we had a wonderful summary. We met with Jessica, and actually it's been a couple of weeks now, but I was absolutely of our current staff take advantage of the professional development that we offer in-house, as well. Extremely hard in this position to support our teachers, and it was we were there almost 2 hours sharing, and it was really just an honor. 203 teachers and 4 TAs were involved with our professional development this year. Kudos to those of you that are lead teachers and administrators that did this training for them, as well as those people that were brought in to our district. Totally amazing. 849 hours of professional learning was delivered, and she had fun. She told me so many expression, butts in the seat. 2,117 seats were filled. Some people obviously take advantage of our professional development. This district has always been known for offering some wonderful professional development in so many different ways, and I thank the teaching staff. The other thing that she also was involved with, her and Heather are involved with it, and Heather is also part of this discussion, Pastor Line, so kudos to her as well. I've actually invited Chris to come back and share with the board and the community about some of the great things that happened this past year. I think it would be a wonderful agenda item going forward, and she would be happy to do that. You know, the other thing she talked about is the mentoring time of our mentors and our teachers, our mentees. This past year, the amount of time that they put in supporting our new staff and going forward. She's involved with writing the grants. She gets tremendous support from the central office, and obviously she knows how much our board supports her as well. So again, I just wanted you to know it was a wonderful hour and a half of listening to some great courses, and they're the gamut to help our kids be successful in school. So they're just.
Good, Dr. Green, okay, thank you so much. I want to reiterate, obviously, what Linda and Jean had said about the service that Mike and Jason have put forth to the school district over the last 2 terms, and thank you guys a lot. I know it's certainly not always easy. There's a lot of tough decisions that have appreciation of your work. So we'll do some pictures after, I think. And we are going to, we do have juice and cookies. Luke, you got that?
I usually do that.
Here with us this evening, who will be joining us, who were just approved on the agenda. So we have Dr. Dave Butlis, who is going to be our associate principal at OFA. Carrie Luke, who is going to be our assistant principal at OES. And Carol Ann, if I screw this up, I apologize. Felicia, right?
That's perfect.
Felicia. She will be our new associate middle school principal. So welcome. We're really excited to have you join our team here for this.
Welcome. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
His home, so he's busy cleaning up a lot of water. But I do believe on Thursday night we have our parade for our seniors. Graduation obviously will be Friday night at 7 o'clock. So we're looking forward to seeing a big crowd for that. Then I also just wanted to quickly send my well wishes to North Valley, who's experienced a tragic loss in their district and really difficult time right now. So hopefully we can keep them all in our thoughts. That's it.
Nobody responded.
I did, I already.
Yeah, you're done.
I'm going on my grandson's.
Okay.
6:30 in the lobby. If you're
Yeah, I
showing.
got the message. But it's a lot of pressure.
Karen.
Spectator. I'll be there.
So next up, we have Mr. Hollenbeck, who is our athletic director.
Thank you to the board guys and community, everyone who's here for allowing me to come. It was a fantastic, this year was certainly one to celebrate. I always put this slide up just at the start of presentations. I go over this with all of our coaches for all of our seasons, but it's just kind of our OA mentality, and I believe what has led to a lot of the success that we have seen over the past 3 years, and you'll see in more detail what we were able to accomplish this year. So we talk a lot about family, community, and all of the OA athletes before you, and what it means to be part of the culture. And the 3 standards, we all those. But again, this is just a quick overview that gets brought up at every preseason meeting. A lot of one-on-one with coaches, and these are the messages that they continuously hear to help grow themselves professionally, but also about this in mid-year when we talked about it. In the fall, we were actually up just under 100 athletes. So you can see participation in the fall, 9 programs, 453. This is modified through varsity. 453 student athletes in the winter. It looks a little bit smaller with the number. It's only 6 programs, and those rosters on your winter teams are typically smaller rosters, talking basketball, and 108 student athletes participating. So really good numbers, I will say. Just sitting in on meetings in the section and across stack, we are in a very good spot at each level with the number of athletes we have playing in the teams. There are a lot of school districts about our size or smaller that we grow every year. This is the fun stuff. And coming off of the fall, I challenge the winter coaches. Coming off of the winter, I challenge things to go further back into the history books. But when I talk to some of the people in the area or some of our coaches, this year we had over 20 either division, individual, sectional, or staff championships. So for a school our size, to say you had 20 championships is pretty impressive. So that is a huge, huge accomplishment from our coaching staff and from our kids, from our parents. A breakdown of the season highlights, and again, this is all year. So this is fall, winter, and spring. But we had 7 division champions. We had 5 stack champions, 2 team, and you can see the individual ones there with Rayanne with wrestling, Jalen. Then we have the 12 sectional championships this year. So again, that is team or individual, but I would see boys soccer, girls soccer, volleyball, flag football, unified basketball, and then individuals, Jalen Chrysler, Sullivan O'Donnell, Caitlin Kachuk, Sophia Lee, Ryan Kraft, Stella Palladino. So congratulations to all of the athletes that did that. And then at the state level, individuals, you can see again track. For cross country. She finished third for indoor track. Caitlin Kachuk finished 6th in diving, and then for track, Stella Palladino 15th and 16th in the 100 and 200. So a lot of success. The next slide is actually more impressive because that is what they do every day after school, and that's their competition. But this is probably more impressive because our student athletes teams reach the scholar athlete, which means that 75% of the team have a 90 or better average. And you can see it broken down. Again, I'm not going to read every sport to you, but that is our team's GPAs. So I put on there, we are student athletes. So our kids, our teaching staff, our administration, everybody is coming together, coaches, to not only win on the field, but we are certainly doing this in the classroom as well. So something to be very proud of. Looking at things a little better, one of the things personally for myself is we try to take on too much, but all those championships and all those things that you saw up there with those kids' grades, you're not successful alone. So one of the things I have brought to our head coaches committee this year is creating committees within the and do it. So I reached out to the coaches, and these were 4 areas. We just had last week, if you were able to attend, again, and Luke's in the back, he gets a lot of credit for this, but our Block O Awards, which is the culminating event of our athletics. So we Block O committee. We will have a student leadership committee. Again, this was Athletic Leadership Council in the past. Now what we're looking to do is have coaches help lead this. We have a lot of coaches with a lot of different skills, and we want to be able to have them reaching out and teaching our student athletes these leadership skills. We also collaborated with the Dick's Sporting Goods to try to do some things for our female athletes. I'm actually collaborating right now with a couple people on a leadership summit for some of our male coaches. So then bringing this stuff to our athletes that they can then utilize. Community service. Again, how are we getting our athletes out in the community, not just here at games, but how are they doing things? How are we working towards is our school pride kind of team support? You look at the ozone and you look at certain events. Some sports generate bigger crowds. So we are trying to come up with ways to make sure our student athletes and community are supporting each other. So we have some coaches with some good ideas about that. And we're going to bring that all to the table. So these are continue to grow events, programs, and things like that. And last slide, I made this short and sweet. We can't do it alone. So this is just a huge thank you to you guys. I bring it up in admin meetings, but Tony Caranta, who leads our transportation, the bus drivers, they get our kids. There are so many days where we look at, or sub bus drivers or mechanics or people are short, and Tony's amazing job, and we get our kids to where they need to be safely. And they're playing, and obviously they're competing. Buildings and grounds with Ron. Again, look at our facilities. I have people show up all the time and say, this place looks like a college campus. It's cleaned up well. It could be the day before we had rain and we have to switch a field, and I have to tell them, hey, we need this line. It gets done. Half the time, I don't even have to say something because, again, huge thanks to them. And the last ones, our coaches. Again, we have a great coaching staff here. All of them are just constantly trying to grow, trying to learn, ask questions. They come into my office. I know they're for everything they do, and the parents and the community. So all of that comes together for all of the previous slides that you saw and the success, the championships. And again, it's the fun stuff when we get to have the parades come through campus when they're winning sectional titles, but it's a great school district to make it happen. So, again, this is a thank you to everyone who allows that over the next couple of years as well. Any questions?
Thanks,
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Okay. Moving on to section 10, district business. We have to award a bid, winning bid for Chocolate Street. So I need a motion to accept the winning bid.
So moved.
Second.
Jason, Linda? All in favor? Oh, sorry.
Jean,
Aye.
Linda,
Aye.
Jason,
Aye.
Mike, Jessica.
Aye. And congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys. Making Julie well. So. That's that. Okay, moving on to section 11, public comments. I ask those of you that are speaking, please limit your comments to 2 minutes. Looking at the list. John.
I don't know if you can meet this guy anyway. John Crawford, 62 West Beecher Hill Road. I came in with a different set of questions, but after hearing the conversation, I guess that really it changed what I was going to ask. So contracts that were up for vote today, and I'll say how things were rewritten and the unwillingness to table things that we thought that were not time, that they are time sensitive, and we're expecting a letter of resignation on July 1st. Time sensitive, they could have been tabled for further discussion and deliberation.
They are time sensitive.
Only July 1st, where one was rewritten such that it's important on July 1st of this year, such that everything takes effect.
I answered your question.
Thank you.
Thanks, John. With that, I need a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Do we have to go on? So we got Stacy here. I'll do a little around the house. Stacy, anything?
Sure. I didn't write anything,
All right.
but we have pre-K and 5th grade graduation. It was awesome. Our teachers closed out the year wonderfully today. We did some PD around essential learning standards, and they all worked incredibly hard. I think everybody was very happy with everything that got done. So
That's great.
Regents exams have been going really smooth. We have one more tomorrow, physics to finish it out. Obviously, I'm thankful for our staff for making sure and being flexible. Those days where it was incredibly hot. They really did a great job adapting to that. Students were also incredibly flexible. Our transportation to make sure that kids got there on time, thankful for that. As well as our food services, we made sure that on the testing days, after the students were done in the morning or before they started in the afternoon, meals were available. To echo what Dr. Green said, we've got Thursday, we've got the car parade. There is the route available on the website. It leaves at AES at 6 o'clock. Earlier that day, to help some of the kids get ready for graduation, we do a rehearsal, just so the kids can so that the next day on Friday at 7, we'll be ready to go. Believe it or not, we're starting to already think about incoming 9th graders. If there's some new guy in middle school thinking about what 6th graders will look like for their orientation.
Thanks, John.
Thank you.
Stacy.
Stacy, very good.
Oh, you did?
It's
Sorry.
my important conversation.
Well, let her go. Let her go
You
twice.
want me to go twice?
You want to ask Gary to say that?
What?
Working on summer, Gene. We're almost there. July 8th we start for summer enrichment. Had orientation with all of our college interns this morning to kind of get them acclimated with all the different departments, and now we're just working on finalizing the schedule.
Great. Congrats again. What?
down to the Broomtown Devotions Board this past April, and I had an opportunity last Monday and today to get an in-house tour of the facilities up there in Endicott and in Binghamton, and I spent 4 hours each day with the Board of Education president as well as some of the other board members, and he took me all around the facility. I was absolutely blown away because I've been in the business now since 1983, and I've never seen everything there, and they took me everywhere. I am so excited that some of our kids have chosen to do some things up there at BOCES. There's some wonderful programs for all kids in this valley. I was just totally blown away by what I saw. It's a lot of stuff I had never seen before in my life. And then today, you might have thought this might be boring with our finances here in the district. And I had a wonderful tour and a wonderful conversation with folks that work there, as well as the business office that's in Endicott that deals strictly with the finances and the business associated with Broomtown Devotion. But I want you to know that our students here at Owego Appalachian have some wonderful opportunities, not just in our district, but also those students that choose to go on to take courses up at BOCES, cosmetology, you know, it's the dental hygienist, all that stuff. But like I said, even in the shop where they're working on motorcycles and race cars and things like that, I did think I got somebody to overhaul my dirt bike from 1978. It was just really a blessing, and so that was their onboarding, mentoring me as a brand new board member, which I appreciated. And also, we were able to meet with our new board members that will be starting on July 8th this past week, and it was a wonderful question and answer time for me. It was really nice to get to talk with Nora and John. So thank you for organizing that and moving forward. Whatever other help we can get our new board members going forward, that'll be great.
Okay, so.
We need a second.
All right, a second.
Adjournment.
I didn't get it first.
Jason
Jason.
made the motion.
Mike?
Second.
Okay.
All right. Cookies and punch in the back.
Jean.
Aye.
Linda.
Aye.
Jason.
Aye.
Mike. Jessica.
Aye.
We are adjourned.